to on the way down. Probably not the Lumineers. Tell you that much. In, looking for a place to pee. Always part of the game. Alright, trying to eat a gojo with one hand. Tastes good. Tastes like juicy juice. It keeps to the consistency of like applesauce, which is nice. I mean, we'll see how it feels on the tummy, but flavor / getting it down was easy. Yeah, 5.9 water. Gojo went down pretty good, like without even drinking anything with it. That is definitely enough. .3 in. Doing probably about 1040s. Still just hanging out. I found it's easier for me to let my mind kind of wander when I don't have my heart rate on my watch face. Because I kind of just forget about it until I hit another mile. And the effort's the same. Like, while I'm talking, it probably jumps up to like 160, but the rest of the time, I'm guessing it's about 150. At least that's what it feels like, and I should know by now. Yeah, almost 8.5. I think I'm gonna gel at 9 and 13, if I feel like it at 13. I kind of don't think I need it, but I don't know, I brought it. It's pretty hard to resist when you got it in your pocket. But yeah, keep rolling. Alright, once that goes away, it's so funny only drinking it a couple times. I'm so used to drinking like every 2-3 miles, just taking a couple sips. Nothing like stopping almost 12 miles into a run and just keep going again. Yep. Okay, we are back at my parents' house. I am watching it for the weekend with the dog, who is just to the left of me up on a couch looking out the window. I'll put in a picture or something of him now. But yeah, we're gonna go over the 16 miler we just ran. It's up on Strava with some pictures, so if you follow me on Strava, you already know about it. But it's been a couple hours or so since I finished. Ate some food. I am having a Only What You Need protein shake, not sponsored. I wish it was, because I think they're delicious, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, I've gotten some calories in, I've taken a shower, I've done some recovery, but this video is gonna just kind of be a continuation. Obviously you had the footage of the run. I'm gonna talk about my week building up to it, and just touching on the week building up to it because I talked about it in my last video, and then we're gonna go over the run itself, and just kind of like moving forward from here. I'm kind of just want to make sure I'm getting more videos up with updates on my training as I continue to add miles. Hopefully staying, fit and healthy. I'm on kind of this zone 2 slow, low effort, get the miles in, foundation building part of everything. So we're going to keep building, and then hopefully, the speed's going to come. That's what they say. But taking a look at the week, we can dive into Strava real quick. Yeah, it's like this is all, some of this you've already seen before, but I was touching on, building up to kind of that longer midweek run that, that I talked about in the last video. This is a better structure of what my weeks are going to look like. Kind of a low Monday, adding a bit for Tuesday. Highest days are going to be Wednesdays, coming down a little bit for Thursday. Second lowest day, it'll generally be the same as Monday until I continue to need to find gaps in my week. And I'm also like not opposed to trying to do maybe a double session on that Wednesday to try to maybe rest also Thursday and Saturday. When we get higher mileage, these recovery days do seem to be very, very helpful to me. I know going into my run today, I felt so fresh after being able to sleep in Saturday morning. I watched a couple Premier League games. I think I slept at least like 9 hours, which is honestly a ton for me. I'm very much like a 6 to 7 hour guy. I would love to get more. I could be better about it, but like, it's just kind of what it is for now. And yeah, the 16 miler today, we can jump into that. Honestly, I just felt like this was kind of topping off my week in terms of mileage. So I just called it topping off your coffee, like at the diner. Because when you go to the diner and like someone comes by and they just top off your coffee, it's kind of the best feeling in the world. So that's what I named it. Topping off your coffee. Smooth sailing. Temperatures were really nice. It was kind of overcast. It was raining earlier in the morning, but I'm really glad I waited a little bit to, I bumped back the whole run about 45 minutes to just see if the rain let up. It totally did, and we had a light mist the whole time. We did a lot of filming, as you saw. 16 miles, moving time, 2 hours and 58 minutes. It is funny because I don't know if everyone gets this. Maybe it's only paid Strava, but it predicted I'd run this at 3 hours and 2 minutes. Oh, sorry. Total elapsed time was 3 hours and 6 minutes. Moving time, 2:58. I stopped to talk to someone. I'll talk about that. But yeah, Strava kind of predicted I would run this in about 3 hours and 2 minutes when I mapped it. I created the route in the app. So to be moving time, 2:58. They were pretty spot on. Obviously, Strava has all my information, so I would expect it to be on. It is 2024. Cloudy, temperatures about 59. High humidity, there's moisture. It was literally raining for part of it. Minimal wind. And this is a route that I just kind of put together the night before. Main things I want to look at here is splits were pretty nice, around the 10:30, some 11s. But yeah, pretty much high 10s, and like I'm happy with that. That's about like I'm doing a lot of midweek miles around 11:30. If I'm really sore, sometimes even like 12. So to be able to do about 16 at a really consistent heart rate in the high 10s, I think it just means like, I'm kind of at a good, comfortable place, and I'm improving a little bit here and there. It's only been 4 weeks of really putting down the miles. So we've got pace here. I'll pull up heart rate. And average heart rate, 150. It was really consistent through here. High 140s. I think I peed around mile 4. I think you guys saw some video in there. I'm not sure what happened at 6. That was probably actually getting back to the car for the first time to drink a little bit of water. Yeah, honestly, doubling back on that. I just didn't have my water flask, my hard flask that I normally have, so I had to kind of plan out my whole morning. This morning, plan out my run as I realized I didn't have my water flask, and I was like, crap, well, I can't do a 16-mile giant loop. So I kind of immediately was sitting down, plotting in my new route so I could get a couple loops in and stop and get a little bit of audio, as I think about audio, getting a little bit of water at least a couple times throughout the run. 16 miles is a long time to go without water, especially for me. I did Go gels at 4, 9, and 13. Mixed berry, non-caffeinated, totally delicious. I mean, they're pretty expensive. I totally get it if people are not, who like shy away from them, just stick to the regular goo gels if those are good with your belly. I've always done goo gels. This was my first time purchasing some of the mixed berry Go gels. I know the other ones were like apple cinnamon flavored, and that never like I think that was the original flavor, and that just never floated my boat. Never sounded like a good idea in the middle of a run. But the mixed berry, very good. The consistency is almost like a pureed applesauce, but it tasted good with this flavor. It was almost like a juicy juice applesauce kind of flavor. I thought it was good. It went really easy on my tummy. On my tummy. I'm an adult, and it was easy on my stomach. I ended up taking 3 of them just to honestly see how they feel, because I think I mentioned this while running. I'm going to be taking a gel every 4 to 5 miles, probably during a race, or at least every like 40 minutes or so. So wanted to simulate that to see what it actually feels like. Kept on rolling. Mile 13-ish. Maybe it was more like mile 12. I actually ran into Cody. Nobody knows Cody, but I know Cody might see this. Ran into your parents while they were walking a bunch of dogs. So we stopped and we chatted for a couple minutes. I was telling them about the cloud Eclipse that I was wearing and how I've kind of really enjoyed them as my first experience with On. They were asking me about the shoe, and we just chatted for a bit, and cool people. You like seeing your hometown friends, even if it's just family, it counts. That was really nice. And then I just bombed around the park because I didn't want to get too far away from the car as I was getting close to finishing. Rounded out 16 miles. Overall takeaways, like I just basically wanted to give I wanted to film a little bit while running. I wanted to talk about the run a little bit. I'll go back to my week here if it pops up. 43 miles for the week. That's a good build for me. I've been building up for about 4 weeks now. This is normally where I tend to feel some type of injury or something. This is when things go a little bit off the rails for me. So now that I've built up to this spot, I really want to just keep being on top of nutrition, continuing to get, enough protein, enough calories back in my body, getting good sleep, all of this stuff. I'm going to continue lifting. I didn't even mention that. I did lift on Tuesday. I have to keep lifting. I think that's honestly been really, really a game changer for me. I've never been this committed to it. I'm far from throwing around heavy weights, but I think just getting in and getting resistance training, doing kind of lower rep, higher weight for me in the gym, I think has just given my muscles like that added versatility that running doesn't give it. Running gives it kind of that light pounding for hours on end, for 3 hours in terms of this morning. So like it's, lifting really gives a runner, I think it makes you more bulletproof. It gives you that added element of straining your body in very different ways from what you are trying to do. All while, and like if anything else, it only makes you less injury prone, so that you might be able to continue to push into that next zone of ability, that next bracket of that PB you're chasing or whatever it may be. That's honestly, I'm just going to take that from this week. I'm going to build into the next week. I'm going to have a very similar week structure, and this is just kind of another update. It was kind of fun to set up the lighting and the microphone and everything here at my parents' house. Hopefully this scene looks pretty good. That's not really worth mentioning here, but it's okay because it took me a little while. Stay safe out there. Enjoy your runs. Hopefully you got something out of this video. Oh my God. The dog just hit the air conditioner connected to the window. Chill out, May. I think I gotta go. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe. Yeah, I'm talking to you. What are you doing over there? Just banging on things? You wish you could see out that window, don't you?